Hello, it's me, Tashtari, and this is my internet television program. Firsties go to Brungo. Let's see, what else? So I skipped another stream day. I'm sorry about that. I'm still getting used to this whole schedule thing. Let's see. So to review, on Tuesday, when I last streamed, we got into the Southern Observatory and learned about anti-clockwise cyclones. We got, which we used to get sucked beneath the surface of Giant's Deep. Found there a core full of electricity and jellyfish. But unfortunately, no probe tracking module. I thought it might be within the core, but anytime I tried to descend into it, stuff blew up. So that's probably not the solution. The probe tracking module is still a question mark on the ship's log, though. So maybe there is a way to find it. Maybe it's somewhere else. Don't know yet. Moving on. Next task is to get into the Tower of Quantum Knowledge on Brittle Hollow. The gravity path is broken, so the direct approach is out, as it usually is. So I left that alone for the time being because it seemed to involve a lot of waiting. So we'll come back to that. Got beneath the surface of the interloper and found a bunch of slidey tunnels full of ghost matter, like right at the end of stream. Some were, I didn't play for very long afterwards, but some of them were traversable, even though they had those suspicious-looking crystals growing out of them. So we'll come back to that as well. The energy reading is the big question mark on the ship's log that I think I was trying to fill in there. And I think given the amount of ghost matter there, it pretty much has to have something to do with ghost matter. But finding out might require some deaths. So I did, like I said, I did some more playing off stream, mostly because I wanted to figure out the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, and I didn't want to make everybody watch as I just kind of sat there, figured that wouldn't be very interesting. So on Wednesday, I sat on top of the Tower of Quantum Knowledge for most of a loop. And finally, it crashed into the black hole. I was able to locate the tower because I shot the scout onto it before, and that made it display on the heads-up display. But I couldn't get into it with the ship, and then the sun blew up. Like, I didn't have an exact figure, but it seemed like I only had about 3 minutes between the Tower of Quantum Knowledge falling into the black hole and the sun blowing up, which seemed like, I don't know. It seems somewhere between workable and there's a better way of doing this. So wasn't entirely sure then. On Friday, I played a little more. Not a whole lot, but same thing. I saw the quantum moon. I tried out my theory of switching to landing mode, which perhaps unsurprisingly didn't work. The moon just disappeared, as it seems to like to do, because I guess I took my eyes off of it for a moment in looking down at the camera. I don't know. In any case, it didn't work. So there goes that theory. I went back to the interloper again, followed the tunnels, and found something called the ruptured core. This involved a lot of heavy use of the scout to try and find ghost matter before I fell into it and died. But I did find what I was meant to find. Apparently, there was a core full of mystery matter that was under extreme pressure that the Nomai had found, and surmised that it would be lethal, and that it was under this extreme pressure, and that if it blew up, it would cover the entire solar system instantly. And I mean, it seems like it's being strongly hinted at that the interloper is the source of all ghost matter in this solar system, which is interesting. I don't know what the implications that has, but maybe we'll find out more. I went back to Brittle Hollow, and I saw there was a scroll board atop the quantum shard that was on Brittle Hollow, which I hadn't noticed before. So I went to see that. There wasn't terribly interesting, but I did check that off the list. I did some more waiting. I sat there for almost 20 minutes. But I was able this time, ditching the ship, I was able to get into the Tower of Quantum Knowledge and read 2 scrolls. There was a slate viewer, but I couldn't find any slates, and it didn't say that there was more to explore there, so I think I found everything, and then the sun blew up. I had really hoped for a revelation on getting to the quantum moon, but all it told me was that there was a shrine on it that had to be at the North Pole for you to get to the secret 6th location. It didn't tell me how to land there. So I'm going to do some more quantum exploration this time around. There are apparently quantum signals on the Hourglass Twins and on Giant's Deep. So we may not be done with Giant's Deep after all. I think we're actually done with the interloper, but I could be wrong. So yeah, let's get on with that. Yeah, it's decent. I feel a little guilty not having done it on stream, but you know, it is what it is. I tried not to do much more than waiting on Brittle Hollow for while I was off stream, but temptation got the better of me. Yeah, I suppose, but, you know, I made a commitment to play this on stream, and I do mean to at least 90% follow through. Gasp. Right, so quantum signals. Just out of arbitrary decision-making, let's go to Giant's Deep first. I just don't feel like dealing with the swinging around of the Hourglass Twins. And Giant's Deep is nice and easy to get to. And I really kind of do want to check it off the list, if it's possible to do that. I guess we'll find out. Where It's deep. There we are. Hey, it's the quantum moon. Fuck you, quantum moon. Okay, so there is a quantum fluctuation there, somewhere. Looks like it's north of here. Spoosh. Come on. There's the evil piece of, what do you call it? Disturbingly organic planet. Trying to summon up the name of it, I ended up with Nasty Tangle, which I don't think is quite right. Dark Bramble, that's it. The other side of this cycle. Question mark? I have to feel like if I was here for real, I would be a lot more nervous about these gigantic cyclones. Is it inside this one? I feel like it keeps pointing me towards this cycle. Well, let's go. Sorry to make all of you watch my my less than impressive piloting for so long. Seems like this one is just repelling me whenever I try to get into it. Is this some kind of quantum cyclone? I have been unshackled from the fear of death. I suppose that's true after a fashion. It seems like it's in the middle of this cyclone. Is this like at the pole? Can I get inside it by going up? spheres are so difficult to navigate. Ooh, hello. Something inside here that is quantum. Hoping that this is something climbable, because it's certainly not going to be rocketable. Also kind of hope I don't get, tossed up in the air. Because I don't see any of those toss up in the air cylinders here. This looks very much like a hotel hallway of some kind. Be welcomed in this place. This tower shares with all who ask the knowledge needed to make his or her first quantum journey. Oh. I thought that was the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. But okay, I'm willing to be corrected on the subject. That would have kept drawing me up to the ceiling, from which I probably would have fallen and hurt myself. Maybe the Nomai were more durable than I am. Enter this place without friends, however. These are lessons to learn for yourself. Well, I've only got 2 viewers, so that's probably fine. So it's below me now. Here to explore, to read. A few things that are not trees. This archway in the center of the room seems to be the way through. Do I just jump into there? Seek the Wandering Arch. If I look away, is it gone? Yes, it is. Means I must not take my eyes off of it. Tempted to look around for more things, but what the hell? No, I think I'm just supposed to seek the Wandering Arch. Unidentified signal nearby. Hey, it's a quantum shard, okay. Island shard. Don't know that that tells me anything interesting, but okay. Yes, yes, we know. It's a quantum shard. It moves whenever I don't look at it. Are these just places it can move to? I guess so. Observing a quantum object, observing the image of a quantum object. These are the same. Right. So we know the tree is a quantum object. If I shoot the scout... Does that prevent it from moving? How recent does the photo have to be, I guess is another question. No friends allowed. No, I got you. But I put the signal scope, or sorry, the scout thingy away, and it does disappear. Okay. So basically, if I want to get through this archway, I gotta throw the scout at it. But I have to do a better job than that. Okay. I'm viewing snapshots of it, though, which doesn't seem like the same thing. But maybe it is. Okay. Now what? This is the same shard, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. The arch and the crystal do not naturally meet. Are you the crystal? Yes. Ah, it went away. How do I force them to meet? Whee. Okay, what if I keep the arch where it is with the scout? Like a better angle on this, but whatever. So is it going to just refuse to... The arch and the crystal do not naturally meet. How can I force them to meet? I don't. Okay, so they do. So I can't just do that by not looking at it. I can keep things where they are with the scout, but I can't. So the crystal goes away when I try to walk up the wall because I haven't kept it in place. Ah, okay. So I get up here and then I make the arch appear here. Times am I going to have to look away before that happens? Okay, so the crystal isn't there right now. I don't understand. Hey, Camaro. I am in another tower of quantum knowledge. This one a bit more satisfying than the one on Brittle Hollow. And I am trying to learn some quantum lessons, apparently. This floor's lesson is the tower, or the arch and the crystal, the gravity crystal, do not naturally meet. So I need the gravity crystal to get up to the ledge where the arch is. But the arch only seems to appear, like the arch won't appear if I'm here. So that's not the lesson they want me to learn. I don't think I get it. I can keep things in place by observing them using the scout launcher. Hey, Eminem. I can keep things in place using the scout launcher, but I can't move them. And the crystal won't appear where the arch is, and the arch won't appear where I am. And I can't cheat because the gravity is too strong. I'm worried the sun's gonna blow up before I figure this out. Yeah, there it goes. Come on. Howdy, cowboy cowhorse. The sun's not gonna blow up. You say that, but... Okay. You're watching the 100% speedrun to prep, and he's going faster than me. Yeah, it's one of the risks I take. This game inspires a lot of deep thoughts. Like Jack Handy deep thoughts. Like, give me the courage to change things I can, the grace to accept those I cannot, and a great big bag of money. Why am I playing this game is the main deep thought. I mean, I'm still intrigued. I still want to know I still want to figure out what's going on. No, other thrust. I don't know how successful I'm going to be figuring out these quantum lessons when I can't keep straight which thrust is down and which thrust is up. Eminem likes Outer Wilds. She just does a bit when you're around. Nice suicide burn. Yep, that's totally intentional. Any landing you walk away from. Exactly, yeah. Seek the Wandering Arch. See, this lesson I can handle. Focus. Keep taking snapshots, even though I don't know if it's actually necessary. Okay. And we're back to where we're probably going to spend the next 20 minutes. The arch and the crystal do not naturally meet. Also, Suicide Burn is the actual name of that type of landing where you come in hot and slow down at the last second. Gotcha, okay. It's a fascinating insight into a truly alien culture. For example, they have round writing. Oh, you love it. It's such a chilling portrayal of the majesty of space and astral phenomena, and the characters are just so real. They all have quirky traits like Marvel. Yeah, I mean, it's a good game. I'm not... I have my frustrations with it, but I am not yet ready to dismiss it. And goodness knows I've done that with games, like The Witness, for example. Okay, what tools do I have at my disposal? I don't think the signal scope's going to help me here any. It's just going to point me up at the shard and the upper floors. I have the scout launcher, so I can keep something in its place. I can probably keep more than one thing in its place. But why would I want to do that? Alright, I think I'm ready for a small nudge. Anybody wants to provide one? You think my first idea was right, I just had bad RNG. Like, my first idea of keep the crystal in... My first idea, I think, was keep the crystal in sight, go up the wall, and then get rid of the scout. No, before that. You mean keep the arch in sight and then wait for, and then try and move the crystal? Keeping the arch where it is, but don't observe it myself. What the fuck? It just works this time. Okay, fine. That's fine. I don't care. up. Okay, so... keep the arch where it is. Spin around and around for a while. There we go. Okay, now they're together. So what we need to do is put them both in the picture. Shit, I looked away from the crystal again. Damn it. Round and round and round she goes. Where she stops. Okay. Okay, now they're both in shot. Okay, problem solved. Jon Stewart or John Oliver? Well, I guess I gotta go with John Oliver because I'm a Teaboo. And this is the same. Yeah, still the Island Shard. Okay. This is the last one, but we made it harder. Oh, joy. Okay, how many crystals are there? I'm afraid this is the right position, and I don't want to lose it. Okay. No, we need something in the middle. Hey, Alistair. What are all the German articles? Die, das, and die? And das? I don't know. Ask Brongo. Alright, so what we want to do is keep this one in view. Go up it. Look down at it. Retract the scout. Then... look away from the top one. Wait, are you in shot? Until it appears in the middle. Doesn't appear in the middle. It never appears in the middle. Why is it not appearing in the middle? doesn't appear in the middle. How am I supposed to get up to it? Oh, there it is. Okay. The RNG is not being nice to me today. Maybe I'm just not looking down far enough. Do sheeps make cotton? I think sheeps make wool. And mutton. Oh, fair enough. Okay. Let's try repositioning it. Okay, that doesn't show the middle, right? There we go. Okay. Now what we need is one that shows both. Just a little higher. There we go. Okay. Now we keep this one inside. There we go. Okay. Now, of course, the archway is over there, but all I have to do is look away from it and it's over here. I sure hope there's nothing else to read around here somewhere. We offer our congratulations. You've learned the rule of quantum imaging. Take this knowledge with you on the remainder of your quantum pilgrimage. Remember, the other quantum shards have other lessons to teach. Our curiosity goes with you on your journey. You walk in the footsteps of those who came before you, and your path guides those who will follow later. Was that a puzzle? That was a puzzle. Quantum is a science word. It's just like real life. Eminem spent like 4 days pretending to hate a hat in time. I'm not falling for this. Alright, well, goodbye, Tower of Quantum Knowledge. This would be quite the long con. Okay. So what did we learn? Oh, that's the Tower of Quantum Trials. This tower held knowledge a Nomai needed to make his or her first quantum journey. Observing a quantum object, observing an image of a quantum object, these are the same. The Nomai called this the rule of quantum imaging. Remember, the other quantum shards have other lessons to teach. Goodbye, Quanta of Tower Knowledge. That's an Australian airline of some kind, isn't it? Okay, so there's a quantum signal on the Hourglass Twins as well. Okay, why don't we try and find that one? At this point in the cycle, we are probably looking at Ash Twin. Oh no, it's on Ember Twin. Suicide landing. Probably not going to be able to find it this late in the cycle, but we'll try. It's just like right there, isn't it? Good thing I have no fear of death. Not yet, I don't. Yeah, I think it's below the surface of the sand at the moment. Well, at least that means I don't have to wait for it. I can just go at the beginning of the cycle. Ready to taste the sun? Just about. If it doesn't blow up in another few seconds, I'm probably just going to meditate. Yeah, let's meditate. The sun is a deadly laser. Where does that come from? The sun is a deadly laser. I've used the line plenty of times myself, but I don't actually know its origin. Alright, to Ember Twin. Oh, right. History of the entire world, I guess. I feel like I asked that question before and just forgot the answer. Also, job title, Corporate Trainee Adjunct Technician or Trans-Temporal Response, Earth Sector. That's a pretty cool job title, not gonna lie. Okay, we did not crash into Ash Twin. Okay. Does arrow mean somebody who prefers platonic relationships? I think so? I'm not an expert. Quantum fluctuations. Okay, in this direction, but down. It's not this thing. Hope I don't accidentally walk off a cliff in the pursuit of this quantum thing. In the pursuit of quantum knowledge, you might say. Shit, it's below me. Okay. Come on, where are you? Is that the abyss? I think that's the abyss. The game audio is crackling. That's because I've got the signal scope on. If I put it away, it should be fine. Is that better? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. See, there's the crackle again. Oh shit, I know what it is. Are we better now? I had desktop audio unmuted for some reason. Just being foolish. It's interesting how that happens. Apparently, like, it's a feedback loop, but it's so low latency that it takes a really long time for it to actually catch up and sound like anything. Okay, we're closer to it now. Through that wall. Okay, we're getting further from it now. Cave shard, alright. Coleus is missing. He vanished from the lake bed cave, the one at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole, several days ago, and we're unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. I beg any friend reading this, help us recover Coleus. Malore, this rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend? These guys are such nerds. Because your unique color and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier. Wasn't this the same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole? Coleus, we plan to re-examine the northern lake bed cave. Maybe our friendly rock will meet us down there. An update. Malore and I went back to the lake bed cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there and sometimes it isn't. That means that this rock wanders like the quantum moon does. How curious. Okay. So if I look away from it, sure enough, it's gone. Is there anything else here, or is it just that message directing me to the North Pole? Yeah, I should probably either meditate or get out of here. I'm gonna meditate. Okay, so it's directing me to the North Pole of Ember Twin. Nomai noticed a strange wandering rock that appeared in multiple caves on Ember Twin's northern hemisphere. I found a strange rock shard that moves when I'm not watching. It emits a signal on the quantum fluctuations frequency. The wandering rock was first spotted in a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at Ember Twin's North Pole. An Omai named Coleus mysteriously vanished from a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at Ember Twin's North Pole. All right, to Ember Twin's North Pole we go. Perfect. A nice little landing pad for us. I hope I didn't accidentally torch that guy. Sure, it can handle it. They're a tough egg. Totally random. Netra, Fas, Vom, Zada, Kra, Jahu, Lok, Riss. Could I pick two for you? Netra and Kra. There you go. Well, we agree on Kra, at least. Goodness, it's you. Hello. I take it it's your first launch went well, then. Welcome to the Hourglass Twins. I'm the Sam now. I found Nomai writing about a hidden planet. It might interest you to know the existence of an additional planet is entirely plausible if you look at the physics of our solar system. It would just have to be incredibly far out there, farther than Harthian ships would be able to travel. And honestly, we don't know all that much about what's out there. The farther you go, the less we know. As such, it's well within the realm of possibilities that such a planet exists. I found Nomai writing about the quantum moon. Oh yes, everyone loves a good mystery, don't they? Who wouldn't wonder about a moon that's sometimes there and sometimes not? I've observed the quantum moon orbiting each of the 5 planets, but sometimes it quite simply disappears from the sky altogether. Maybe there's another place it travels to. Unfortunately, if there is, I've never seen it. Perhaps if I take a closer look at these star charts. I don't think I've talked to this guy before, because this dialogue doesn't sound familiar. Supernovae look like extra bright stars to the naked eye, but if you zoom in with your signal scope, you can tell that they're actually enormous explosions. Massive stars go supernova at the very end of their lifespans, which is why it's so usual to see 2 in a single day. I wonder if some of these stars are older than we realized. Right now, I'm documenting stars. Hornfels noticed our star charts are out of date, so they asked me to update them. Please don't tell the others I said this, but sometimes I think I'm the only traveler out here interested in doing any science at all. Or maybe don't tell Hornfels either. I think they're pretty deep in denial. To be honest, I haven't left this lake bed. I don't mean to brag, but I'm really quite good with the little scout, so I've been taking pictures of everything from right here in my campsite. Have you seen the old shipwreck site on Ember Twin's southern hemisphere, the one shooting a bright beam of light into the sky? It's not one of our own crashes, surprisingly enough. This one's a Nomai ship. You'll find Nomai ruins across the Twins, but strangely not a single settlement. Believe me, if there was one to see, I'd have seen it with my little scout. Are you sure about that? So where did they live? Not on the surface, clearly. Ember Twin is full of cave systems, though. Maybe the answer lies underground. Well, we already know that. On a scale of 1 to dead, I'd give it a 7 or 8. Awfully pretty, though. Right now, sand is flowing from Ash Twin to Ember Twin, but did you know the process eventually reverses? We're not completely sure why the sand flows back and forth between the twins, but it seems to be a natural phenomenon. I think he means phenomenon. Oh, if you'd like to see something interesting, check out the other twin once a little more of its sand drains off. I promise you won't be disappointed. So, cave in the dry lake bed. What exactly was it telling us to look for in here? Because that's a big cave. Lake bed cave. The wandering rock was first spotted in a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed. At the bottom of the dry lake bed. Okay. Guess that means we want to go there pretty early in the cycle. Can't just drop in there, can I? I mean... Visual. The purpose of science fiction is to be scientifically accurate, and if it doesn't, it has failed. Eminem. It's a long way down without any visual platforms. Is that a platform? Yes, it is. Okay, good. $152 meters. What's nice about exploring the North Pole is that you don't have to get out of the way of the column of sand all the time. Is that in its other location, or is that here? I don't like jumping into the unknown like this. Yes, some illumination. That'd be nice. Nope, no illumination. That'll be suck. Okay, there is sound here. I guess that's to be expected. Maybe I need to come back earlier in the cycle. Maybe not. There's a stairway. That's where I just came from? Stairs are a good workout. True enough. Okay, this is where I just was. Is this the cave they're talking about? I doubt it, but I'll explore it anyway, because I don't think I have a better choice. Oh, we were just here. We were here before. This is how we found the other location of it. Unless there are multiple stairways with cactuses at the midpoint. so there's an archway that's 3 high, and there's an archway that's 2 high, I think. So what we want to do is we want to come back. We want to get to the archway that's 3 high and go down the stairs. That'll get us safely to the bottom-ish. Yeah, 2 high and 3 high. I have a jetpack. Safety is just a measure of my trigger finger reaction speed. Well, it's also a matter of my boost gauge, I think. Because the jetpack doesn't do a whole lot when at least from a vertical perspective, when the boost gauge is empty. Have I been here before? Friends, if you find any sign of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our research trip and has been missing ever since. Mallory, some of us from the Sunless City are here to help search for Coleus. Can you tell us more about your expedition? You have my gratitude, Burr. Coleus and I were studying the cave's geology. We hope to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. Where was young Coleus lost, Mallory? He disappeared in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant and without warning. I turned away from Coleus to examine a sample, and when I turned back, he simply wasn't there anymore. He had a limited supply of air, Nana. I am afraid for him. Hypothesis. We will learn more by examining the northern lakebed cave where Coleus disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. Okay. I don't think I saw that before. Or if I did, it was a very long time ago. Oh, look, a quantum shard. Or I should say, the quantum shard. That's why I wait until the very last second. If you know when the very last second is, yes. No fear, only leap. Sounds like a good way to get yourself. Well, I suppose about half the time in this game it's a good way to discover something, and the other half of the time it's a good way to get your loop reset. Did we uncover anything new here? I don't think so. Perfectly balanced as all things should be, then. Maybe. right there, before the sand even started flowing. Have I ever forgotten to put my suit on before leaving the ship? Once. And I felt like an idiot. I sure wish I could see. Here comes the sand. But I've already made that joke. There's a roof over my head, which is not what I like to see when there's sand filling the place. What did I just say? Yes, nice and safe. My thoughts exactly. This is why I went for the one at Giant's Deep before I went for the one in Ember Twin. I knew it was going to be a pain. And right I was, Charlie. Time to see how that sense of direction has improved. Well, I think we're going to see, but I think we're going to see that it hasn't. Now we're on the wrong side. Can I just go straight in? Bonk, 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 bonk. Sure, why not? It's not as if I have to come back here. tell which way is up. This freaking flashlight, man. Why did I just jump? I didn't push the jump button. We're already running out of time. God damn it. Lots of things in this game are a pain until you've done it once. Then it's mostly, really? Well, that's a dottle. Squunch V2, yeah. Okay. One more try at this, and then I'm gonna do something else. Did I find anything strange while running around in the cave? No, I didn't find anything while running around in the cave, except for walls and ambiguous gravity. Did I notice anything strange in the cave? No, not really. You clearly had a very strange experience then. Stairs. I don't think I noticed those before. At least the scout light has a bit more power to it. Give me a sense of where I am. True enough. The scout light is less crap than the regular one. Okay, is it already too late? No, we're out in the open. We don't want to be here. Crunch. Okay. I'm gonna do something else, I think. But what else? Let's look at the ship's log and see if we can't figure out something to do. Oh, I've tried to land on the sun many a time. Sometimes without even trying. Quantum Moon. Quantum Shrine, 6th location. Well, what have we learned about the Quantum Moon? Or what have we learned about quantumness in general? We've learned that if you shoot the scout at something and you keep it in, and it's still in view of the scout, then it can't disappear on you. The Sun Station. No, I've been to the Sun Station. I did actually manage that one. Though I didn't land on it manually. I teleported there from Ash Twin. So, the lesson to take away from that is that you shoot the scout at the Quantum Moon, you get it to, like, orbit the Quantum Moon, maybe? The other thing that I could try to do is figure out where the corresponding masks are on Ash Twin to the memory statues. Or I could go back to Brittle Hollow. Let's look for the Quantum Moon. Okay, it's not orbiting the Twins, it's not orbiting Timber Hearth, it's not orbiting Brittle Hollow. It's not orbiting Giant's Deep. There it is. Okay. So, equip the scout launcher. Scout launcher's off in La La Land. I don't know, can I get it to orbit the... Sure would be nice if I could, but... I don't think that's happening. At least not with aim like I have. pull me into the sun, please. Wish it was orbiting like Giants Deep or something like that rather than the Ember Twins, but beggars can't be choosers. Just went into the quantum moon and then static? Does that mean that it's on the surface? Nope. It's gone. Was around Dark Bramble for a second, but I looked away. There it is. A Hello Moon mission with an actual chance of success. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say chance of success, but we'll see. So we can't shoot the scout into it. I've had no success orbiting it. Doesn't mean that it's impossible. I could just be incompetent. It's in the sights, but I switched to the landing camera and it's gone. Show yourself. There you are. So it's not enough to have it in the scout's camera. Whoa, what the fuck? Why did that suddenly work? I didn't do anything different than what I did before. Why did that suddenly work? I don't get it. But okay, fine. I'm on the quantum moon. No, I did switch to the landing cam. Yes, I'm completely sure I switched to the... Oh, are you asking if I'm sure I didn't switch... No, I've tried that too. I've tried just crashing into the planet, and that doesn't work either. Whatever, I'm here now. I am here. After watching it wander the skies for so long, I am about to stand for the first time on the quantum moon. As expected, my shuttle has landed at the moon's south pole. I will make the remainder of my journey on foot. We don't know why the quantum moon always welcomes its visitors at the South Pole, just that this is true. As a child, I considered such solutions sinister. Now, though, I understand they bear no ill will. The universe is, and we are. I am ready. This looks a bit like Giant's Deep. I'm afraid if I walk into that, I'm just going to get flung up into space. Where is the scout? Why is it not showing up on my heads-up display? Also, where is my ship? That's a good question. Why is that not showing up either? Also, wasn't I just here? Is everything on the quantum moon quantum by extension? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. So I guess I'll wander for a bit and see what's what, but... I'm just going to keep ending up where I was. My ship is supposedly here, though maybe my ship becomes quantum-y as well. Okay. currently orbiting Giants Deep. The sixth location is the eye of the universe? Question mark. Recall the rule of the sixth location. You have recalled the rule of quantum imaging. Recall the rule of quantum entanglement. Okay, so apparently on the Ember Twins, I was supposed to learn, or the Hourglass Twins, I was supposed to learn the rule of quantum entanglement. I haven't, of course. But the rule of the sixth location is that you have to go to the North Pole. I went to the North Pole, and there was a huge cyclone there. Also, my ship was gone. But I don't care. I'm going to step into the cyclone. I do not know the wisdom or outcome of this decision, but yeah, it looks like it looks like Giant's shallow, kind of, doesn't it? No, I just get blown away. Okay. And I can't land on the south. I can't land on the North Pole with my ship the way that I could on Giants Deep, because you always land on the South Pole. Maybe this is why I'm supposed to learn the rule of quantum entanglement. The quantum moon is always 72 meters from here, no matter where I go. So that's not going to help us much. Really strange thought, but does the moon change based on where it's orbiting? Could be. Okay, doesn't seem like there's much point in using the signal scope here, because we're just going to get the same reading. I could pilot this ship, but the last time I did that, I just kind of died, because it's got three positions, and trying to navigate my own ship, which actually has a lot more controls than that, is hard enough as it is. Ah, there's the scout on the South Pole, as I should have expected. There's some Nomai thing. Interesting, they wear those masks. I guess I should have expected that. So we're still orbiting Giants Deep, but I don't know. Does the moon change location if I look up? No. Assuming this is an indicator and not like control. I'm assuming that the rule of quantum entanglement means something along the lines of if if you're like standing on the shard and observing it, if it moves, you move, or something like that. Just like the song says, when I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. You must construct dinner. Have a good dinner. Enjoy constructing it. Interesting that this thing is always in the same place. That doesn't seem very quantum. Well, the sun is probably going to blow up soon, so... Jetpack? Oop. Nope, I'm just in the vacuum of space now. Only 2.2 kilometers, that's not so far. 2.3 kilometers, it's getting further away. That's a little disconcerting. Come on, ship, come to me. Wait a sec, are you up in the sky? Somewhere? Well, despite the fact that I am on a water planet, not on dry land, I'm gonna meditate. Okay. Well, we landed on the quantum moon. That's, that's a fair notch of progress, I think. I was able to land on the surface of the quantum moon. I found a dead Nomai in a spacesuit near the South Pole. A Nomai shrine that wanders about the quantum moon. You have recalled the rule of quantum imaging is inscribed next to a mural of a tower on an island. Recall the rule of quantum entanglement is inscribed next to a mural of a quantum shard in a cave. Recall the rule of the sixth location is inscribed next to a mural of a tower hanging above a black hole. So the rule of the sixth location we know. The quantum moon, the shrine on the quantum moon must be on the moon's north pole. But we can't get to the North Pole because of that huge cyclone. So, what do we do? I don't know. You have a really, really dumb thought? Well, shoot, my mind's full of really dumb thoughts. Fly the moon into the sun. It's an interesting thought, but I don't know how to pilot the moon, so it's sort of moot. Maybe try landing on it again, see if it's different. I feel like I need to learn the rule of quantum entanglement. I don't think my guess at it is necessarily good enough. There's something that I need to do. Something I need to do to that shrine to move it to the North Pole. Something I need to know about that, which means that I need to go back to Ember Twin, which means I need to not get lost in cave systems, which is a necessary side effect of going back to Ember Twin. Ugh. Actually, I think I'm probably going to call it tonight, because Seth is streaming and I want to watch, and it's been a nice, and I'm kind of running out of gas. But thank you all for joining me. There will definitely be more of these streams, more of me bumbling about on in Outer Wilds. But until then, I'm going to drop you off with Seth. He's playing Quest for Glory 5, and I love that game, and I love that series. And I love all of you. Good night.